Okay, everyone, welcome to Draw My Life with Cody Snyder from the Freamsters. So we're going to start off today by talking about my life and a little bit of my background so you guys can understand who I am, where I came from. In my family right now, there's me, my wife, and my two sons. One is 13, one is 8, and one is just a baby, 1 year old. So I'm drawing them right here. There's me. All my boys have the same kind of haircut that I do. My wife has long, beautiful hair. Her name's Alyssa. She's awesome. The oldest boy's name is Christian. My middle boy's name is Brody. And the littlest one's name is Maverick. Together we make up the Freamsters. So you'll learn a little bit about how our family came together as we go through this. A little bit about me and my background. I am from the great state of Arizona. I can't draw Arizona very well, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw the flag because it's pretty cool. I came from brought up in a cool house in Mesa, Arizona. My mom still lives in the house that my dad built for her before I was born, so I came home from the hospital there. Big trees, had a big tree house growing up. My dad was always on the riding lawnmower, driving around with a cowboy hat, mowing the grass. There's my mom. She was the first one ever to graduate college in our family, so she's got the graduation hat. My older sister Tony with her pom-poms because she was always a cheerleader and is still one of my biggest cheerleaders. There's me with a thumbs up going on, and my little sister Stacy finally right behind us. And I think I go ahead and erase this here because you guys now know about my background and my family. Growing up, I always wanted to be in the Air Force. I guess we're going to cover that in a second. I didn't want to take my time to try to draw an airplane when I couldn't do it. I was going to draw barbells for fitness there, but we're still looking at what to draw. Okay, so here we are. This is about me. I grew up playing football and playing lots of video games. So there's a TV with a Nintendo. Remember the Nintendos used to have to bang on and blow into to get them to work right? I was wearing hats, and I would stay inside a lot and play video games and got pretty good at them. Still play video games today. Lots of violent video games, and it didn't turn me into a violent person, so I guess that goes against the stereotype of violent games making for violent kids. That's okay. And we had lots of dogs growing up, so I drew a dog because dogs were a big part of my childhood growing up. I had lots of dogs and always loved our dogs. Here we go. I'm gonna talk about the Air Force. Being in the military was always an ambition of mine, and I wanted to fly fighter jets or rocket jets. I was sure we'd have not rocket jets. I know that doesn't make sense, but rocket planes. I was sure in the future we'd have rocket planes, and I could be a rocket fighter pilot. But nevertheless, I worked hard and got into the Air Force Academy, which was great. The military was awesome. There's my boots, big heel boots, big treads on the bottom of them. And look at all of us there being drawn out as exactly the same. That was the thing about the military. They tried to make everybody out to be exactly the same and pretty unique individual person. So that was not for me. There I was, not me. And when I left the Air Force, I started working out and training and doing fitness. And I worked at Red Lobster and Applebee's, so as a waiter for a while. So I drew a crab because I can't draw a lobster very good, and an apple for Applebee's. This is part of their logo. And that was where I got my food service industry training. It was pretty cool. And when I was working at Applebee's and Red Lobster, I met some friends. And when I was hanging out with those friends, I met my first baby mama, Orlenia. So Orlenia and I had Christian together. And I really didn't like Orlenia very much. So my legs turned this way and I ran away. It was not a good situation between us. She raised Christian by herself for a long time. Luckily, I've had him back in my life lately, which has just been great. Then when I was just living my life as a single young man, I met my first wife, Rebecca. She was great. We fell in love, and we had our son Brody together. We got married in a big Catholic church with a big Catholic wedding. And then one day, when we had cars I was drawing, and a truck, we started a whole life together. Everything was going along really well until I was working in the fitness industry and made some big mistakes when I started cheating on my wife with another woman, which was not good. And it divorced us and broke our family apart. And that one went by the wayside, but the damage to my family remained, and we were still divorced, and so I was living as a single dad. And when I was a single dad sharing custody of Brody, I met my now wife, the beautiful, the one and only Mrs. Alyssa Joy, who is just fantastic, and I love her so much. She is the love of my life, and because she's in my life, she has helped me reunite my whole family. She gave me another son, our beautiful Maverick. We're married and have a house together, and Brody grew up, and then in the process of us building our family together, Alyssa helped me reach out and reestablish contact with Christian, and we got Christian back in our lives, which was great. So now we're this big, awesome, happy family where it is the, well, I guess it's the 5 of us now. So here we are, the 5 of us all together in our house, and we have started this wonderful career with cameras and YouTubing using DSLRs and pocket cameras, and we're posting our whole life online for you guys to see. So hopefully you appreciate me getting you guys caught up, and that you'll like and subscribe to the channel. You'll like the videos, and don't forget to follow us on Freamsters on social media and everywhere you go. Thanks you guys very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.